Yeah. What up? What up? What up? And welcome to another week of Journey of a Jackass, Journey of a Jackass. And I am your host, Daya Shakur. And we got a phenomenal show for you tonight. It's gonna be something special, good, educational. You're gonna learn a thing or two, or three, or 10, or you may not learn shit at all. We're gonna find out. But before we get into any of this though, so how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing fine out here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all hope y'all surviving the summer heat. You know what I'm saying? I hope that y'all staying hydrated because liquor is not gonna get it done this summer. It is beasting out here. Beasting hot. All right. So make sure y'all staying hydrated. Take care of yourself, especially all y'all big backs. You know what I'm saying? All the plus size princesses that's built like station wagons. Y'all especially y'all take care of yourself. Stay off the fried chicken, drink you some water. You know what I'm saying? And take care of yourself. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Y'all carrying insulation, natural insulation. All right. All right. So anyway, now tonight we do have a special guest, man. Um, the host of the Life Uncensored podcast is joining tonight. And you know, once podcasters unite on this show, it's always explosive. Some of the most memorable moments come from when other podcasters come. Kiki Chanel, you know what I'm saying, the Gen Talk podcast, you know what I'm saying, Robert Simmons. Like when these guys come on here, man, it's like it's explosive. You hear me? So this is gonna be another good episode for us to have some fun and talk some shit. May the podcasters unite. But I have Amanda Lockhart Davis coming on here. May the podcasters unite. Say it with me. May the podcasters unite. But before we get there, and then I've known her for a long time, with the, you know what I'm saying, from school and all that stuff. So there's gonna be a little bit of storytelling about that too. Now, since we are getting into storytelling, about those days, story time with me. I think that's fair. Story time with me. This story is never ending story. It is. I think it's going to forever be a never ending story. All right. So story time with me. All right. So like I said, man, you know, I went to two high schools. I went to Bowie and I went to Parkdale. I got kicked out of Bowie, right? So at Parkdale, you know, we was young. We wanted to soul out roll oats and all that stuff. We wanted to have fun, relax, and be one with each other, literally, if you know what I mean, right? Sex education wasn't only a class; it was a lifestyle. Back then, you know, say girls was getting pregnant in high school, teachers was getting pregnant by the students. It was an experience. High school was an experience then. It sure was. I still remember some of my favorite teachers from there. Right? I ain't gonna say their names; they may not be alive no more. I don't like talking about people that have passed away, especially telling funny stories about them that they can't hear. But anyway, so some of my best memories from being there, some of my best and my worst memories have been on the last day of school. Because back then, only reason people went to school on the last day, they ain't go to turn no books, none of that shit. They just went to fight. So everybody went to fight on the last day. So that's one of my memorable moments from Parkdale, from going there, high school. That was more memorable than my graduation. I think after I graduated, I still went back for the last day of school because I just wanted to see what was up. So anyway, man, you know what? Back then, you know, me, I'm the oldest of 9 kids, so you know, my family was we were struggling a bit. So you know, clothes and shoes and all stuff. I used to have holes in my shoes and all that stuff, but it wasn't for the weak back then. If somebody saw it, they joined on it. But there were a couple special females that I remember and I will recognize next time I see them in person, right? They still like me no matter what. I had this one special friend, we still friends to this day, one special friend. First kiss, all that stuff. Now, Some of my most memorable moments is from when we used to skip class and go under the stairwells and kiss, make out. I mean, grab it all on her titties and shit. I'm like, damn, I'm trying to see what this feels like. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to give you some of this. You know what I'm talking about. But she wasn't ready yet. So we would just like kiss and I would just like touch her titties and smack her ass, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So back then, just like every other young dude, what one girl won't do, another one will. So anyway, so another chick, still friends with to this day. We started out kissing under the stairwells and everything like that. Now, behind the school, we had this place called the Woods, right? People used to skip class and go to the gym and hang out, or they went to the woods. Now, there were things that happened in the woods that people to this date will still talk about. There was fighting, people was back there smoking weed, and there was fucking going on. People was finding ways because they was on the other side of the woods. There was like little places and all that stuff, but all of that was going on while we was there. So I call myself trying to be grown. I'm like, fuck that. I'm tired of doing all this kissing. Let's go to the woods. You know what I'm saying? We get back into the woods. This is one of the L's I took when I took when I was in high school. There was a lot of people back there too. They used to go skip, cut class, and all that stuff. And you just had to get far enough away from the school where you could be seen. So we would get back there, and I was talking to myself, I'm like, yeah, I'm so ready. I'm so ready. I'm so ready. You know, blah, blah, blah. I'm so ready. She said, okay, well, we're going to go tomorrow. I leave. I'm hyped. Yes. I'm about to crush some buns. Man, she fine as hell. I'm about to get it. Because, you know, back then, these girls look grown now. But back then, the girls in my school look grown. Or maybe because I was a young boy looking at all the titties and ass. But it is what it is, right? They look grown. I was like, damn. So anyway, so the next day come, I go home, I'm to everybody, I'm like, yeah, I'm about to give me some cheeks at school tomorrow. I'm about to give me some cheeks. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm about to give me some cheeks. I'm happy as a motherfucker. Like, I'm about to give me some cheeks. Yeah. Or well, back then we used to say crush buns. I'm about to crush some buns. I'm about to crush some buns. Shit, I'm about to crush some buns. So anyway, we sitting there chilling. The next day come. I'm happy as a motherfucker. I took me a shower before I went to a bath the night before. I woke up in the morning and took me a bath too. My mom was like, what you doing? You know, you wasted water, blah, blah. Your brothers and sisters got to take a bath too. You got to shower too. So I was like, I did. Today's a special day. I ain't want to tell her why. But so anyway, I get to the bus stop. I put my extra little deodorant on. You know what I'm saying? I wear my shoes that's too small, but because they ain't got no holes in it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to be fresh, fly, and everything, right? So I call myself going to the bus stop. I'm sitting in the bus stop. I'm just cheesy, looking out the window, like, yeah, I want to get some today. I want to get some today. I was like, yeah, I'm about to get some today. Happy as a motherfucker. So I get to school, get to home, and then in between classes, I saw her. I said, what period are we going to go? She said, we're going to go right before lunch. I said, everybody goes right before lunch. You know what I'm saying? Blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You know what I'm saying? You go back there a couple times, you see, that's what people kind of congregate back there. So anyway, she said, let's just go right before lunch. Just meet me at the stairwell. I said, okay, cool. So right before lunch, I'm happy, good to go, smiling. I was like, yeah. Dick was already hard. Dick was hard all morning. I was ready to go. Dick hard as a motherfucker, right? And this was the past. Now I'm glad I left these days behind, right? But it also created good experiences for me. So I get to the stairwell, we start kissing, making out, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. And then I bust a little door open, we go out and we start heading to the woods. I'm like, yeah, damn. You know what I'm saying? We get out there, I was like, yes, it's about to go down. I'm not gonna tell y'all who it was. I was like, yeah, it's about to go down. You know what I'm saying? I heard you a freak too. I told her straight up, I was like, I heard you a freak too. So well, you about to find out. Blah, blah, blah. So we get back in the woods, we find us a nice little spot. And then I can tell you right now, I told this to Amanda, if those trees could get pregnant, it would be a lot of half-breed motherfucking pine trees in this motherfucking America right now, wherever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? They already were high as a motherfucker, but Yeah. So we get back there, man. We get to mess around and everything. She get to reaching my drawers. I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I go like, and we couldn't get all the way naked. So I was like, man, after um, I pull her pants down, and then she got to bend over against the tree or whatever the case may be. And young, dumb, not using no protection, stupid. Guess what happened? I'm excited as a motherfucker for this. I'm like, yeah, I'm about to finally crush some bones. Finally. We get back there. I'm like this, yeah. And she was juicy with too. I was like, damn. I'm excited as a motherfucker. I'm sweating because I'm like, yeah, it's about to go down. I'm about to get some at school, blah, blah, blah. This is where I took the L. My dick would not get hard no more. It was hard when she was jacking up. I was hard all morning. I think it's because I was hard for like 2-3 hours waiting for the situation. And I know I bust me a couple goddamn preemie nuts in my drawers and when I piss. I already know that. So we get back there, and I'm like, damn, she was jacking off, it was hard, then that bitch went down. And that bitch would not get back hard no more. And I was like, what the fuck? She said, what's wrong? Blah, blah. She's like, are you nervous? Are you scared? Because we might get caught, blah, blah, blah. I said, I don't know what's going on. She's like, I said, well, why don't we just meet and go to my house or your house another day and we work it out? She said, okay, which was a lie. You know what she did? Well, I took another L. She went back and started telling all the little friends in school that we went back in behind the goddamn woods, we went in the woods, and my dick didn't get hard. You know what I'm saying? And it was embarrassing to fuck with me for a long time until I fucked somebody else in high school. And that's story time with me. Oh, the good old stories. The good old days. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, it's so fucked up. You gonna talk that shit about me? You felt it at its capacity. And then you gonna like, and she was like, gonna tell me, like, it was good. He just didn't get hard no more. Like, I don't know. And it'd been messed up if I walked around and told everybody it was because her coochie stink. Her coochie didn't stink though. It was like juicy. If that had happened, I probably had a kid with her. And I ain't want to have no kid with that girl. So, but that's story time with me. I took the L. That's one of my memories from good old high school. You know what I'm saying? I have a lot of memories from high school. That was one of them. You know what I'm saying? I wish I got a chance to kiss her under the stairs one more time, but she kind of started flaking on me and all that stuff. And she started dating somebody else that plays sports. I'm gonna leave his name said anonymous as well. But that's story time with me. Now I have podcasters, you know what I'm saying, Alum, you know what I'm saying, on the show with me tonight. And we about to get funky and talk shit. That everybody give it up for Amanda Lockhart Davis.
I don't know what was better, story time or the intro.
Yeah.
I was over here cracking up. My stomach hurt.
Listen, I be coming on here, I be sharing these story times. People be like, yeah, right. I'm like, okay, I'm telling you. Yeah.
Well, people, I can vouch for everything that he said up to the intimate section. I wasn't there for that, but I can vouch for them woods and everything that if them trees could mother freaking talk. And I can vouch for them stairs. I can vouch for the time frames with that before lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can vouch.
and that's what's crazy. But I be coming on here, I be coming on here and I be telling all these stories and stuff like that. Like over this last year and a half, I've been coming on and telling stories. And I be like, people like, man, that shit they really happy. And then I post a snippet, and then somebody be like, nah, I was there. I was there. I was there. No, he really did. I'd be like, oh man. So how have you been? It's been years.
It's been years, and life been lifing, but in a good way, right? You know, some falls, some bumps, some scrapes, but good stuff, right? I'm a boy mom, 26, 22, and 9. Yes, people, I was tackled at the 1 yard line. Yes, I was.
But hey, you was out there being nasty young, 22 and 26.
But mind your business. But mind your business. But mind your business.
You spent too much time in the damn woods. Hold on now. Hold on. Wait a minute. How much school was you skipping?
Pardonnez-moi, good sir. I was married, so it's all good in the hood.
I understand. But goddamn. I was like, damn, what that is? You got married. You got married during the senior year?
Pretty much, yeah.
God damn, you was like, I'm gonna start busting it wide open now.
I am apologetic for those who, couldn't get to the juice, but
hey man. Hey, he made it. He made it.
He made it.
He made it. He made it to the pool. That's all right. I'm like, damn, 26 and 22. Those is adults.
Yeah.
That's some damn adults. And then a 9-year-old.
And then I got tackled at the 1 yard line, Daya.
Man.
Dog, I didn't even know I was pregnant with him. Like, I'm at the doctor for my just regular physical, my annual physical. And she come in the room, because, they do the blood test. You got to pee in a cup, the whole thing.
Yeah.
She come in the room and she got this little goodie bag. And I'm like, oh, this kid, y'all doing fancy stuff now. Okay. All right, y'all giving away little goodie bags. And she was like, and I'm looking through it. I'm like, did you get this? I think you gave this to the wrong person. Like, you gave this to the wrong patient. She was like, no, I didn't. She was so nonchalant the whole time. She was like, no, I didn't. I was like, but it's like prenatal vitamins in here and stuff like that. She was like, I know. I was like, yeah, but I ain't pregnant. She was like, yeah, you are. I argued with this bitch for 10 minutes. I'm like going back and forth with her, like how I know I'm not pregnant, all that. She's just as nonchalant. She coming over here, she doing stuff or whatever. She come over to me, she like, put the little thing on my stuff, put the little jelly, put the little thing on my stomach.
And look, right at the end, you so close. You're like, oh yeah. And then now you're like, you was essentially there. So it was like, dang. I
was essentially there. So I had a 2-year-old on my hip when my oldest son graduated high school. I didn't appreciate that.
I remember. Well, now that I think about it, my mom was the same way because when I graduated, my mom, I'm the oldest of 9. So when my mom, when I graduated, I was holding in my graduation picture. I was holding Malik on my shoulders. The baby, he was like, almost like he had just turned 2 a couple days earlier. Like I'm like this. He just sitting there smiling. He don't even know what's going on.
Yeah.
And everybody looking at her like.
Yeah, that was my story. Yeah. I reenacted that.
God, I'd be like, man, look, man, I'm telling you right now, if it ain't my old lady and a chick tell me she's pregnant, we about to go find a flight of stairs. You ain't gonna make it. I'm sorry.
That's that old school shit right there. You bring up memories from old school stories.
Old school stories, goddamn. Put some motherfucking some peroxide. Put some motherfucking peroxide in your water or something. Hey man, listen, I ain't about to be playing on game with you. You said you what? Like you said you what? My eyebrows on the radar. You said you what? Shit. I'm like, all right, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We gonna see how long this lasts.
Man, I'm telling you, the shock of my life. But let me tell you, like I said, I'm a boy mom. That little boy got his brothers wrapped around his tiny little finger.
I know, yeah, I can imagine that. Like that's what I'm saying, because I had 2 boys too, and so yeah, I can imagine like if I had a daughter, I would probably be like, dang. Like even at this age, if I had a daughter, I'd be like. Dang, I'd probably be like bending over backwards and everything. Because they say girls change, they change you. Like the boys, I can treat them like dudes. I'm like, oh, y'all stink. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that with little girls. So they might soften you up a little bit. You tell a little girl she stink. There might be something healthy wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you something. God knew exactly with capital X what he was doing. He was like, I can't get this bitch no girls, cuz. That ain't fit to work out for no goddamn body.
Man, listen, at this point, I mean, I couldn't even imagine it, right? Because how the conversations I be having, especially with my youngest, like the conversations be so reckless. I'm like, man, blah blah blah, and we just be talking shit. Like he is a mini me. Like I'll be like, why did you do this? Like, why are you doing this? Like, I don't understand it. Like, why you not doing it? Like, you know what I'm saying? I be talking so reckless with them. It's like I couldn't imagine having a daughter talking like I would have to be reprogrammed. If that makes sense.
It do.
Yeah, but I mean, would I want one? I don't know. I just don't. Yeah, but it got to be my old lady though, because I ain't like after sending 2 boys to college, I ain't about to be at our graduation at damn near 70, taking watching my son graduate. I'm like, nah, my boy. The other 2 brothers can show up.
Tell me how it went.
Yeah, tell me. Send me a video. We got FaceTime. Man, I don't care. I don't care enough. I did this twice.
Are they live streaming? I'll watch it from the confines of my own bed.
That's fucking right. I'm gonna be sitting there, beer belly. I'm gonna have a nice sitting there with my glass of cognac, chilling. Like, man, I ain't going to that shit, man. It's bad enough you already talking about I got to pay for the tux and the goddamn the graduation gown and all that shit. Like, ask your brothers, man. They old enough. Fuck that. I ain't doing that shit again.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Been there, done that.
Been there, done that. I been there, done that. Nah. And then you the third boy too? Shit, 3 strikes you out, nigga. I might go to your graduation. Something bad might happen to me. Fuck that.
Let me tell you, I already know I ain't gonna have to do nothing, because when I say my older boys, they think they the parents. Like when he was a baby, if he so much as blinked funny, I used to say, "Here come the cavalry." You would hear him. Here they come running. He cooing. He made a little bit of a cry. I used to be like, he got parents, right? He got parents. He good. Like,
man, listen, you shit, drop them off. Hey, because I already told my sons that too. I'm like, hey man, I start having grandkids. They better be well behaved. They bad.
Big facts.
Hey, BOPK, I beat other people's kids.
Big facts.
My nephews know. I be like this. They be calling their moms and all that stuff. They be like, man, Uncle Dad just punched me in the chest.
Damn like, right he did.
And they be like, yeah, they be like, what you did? What you did? Shit.
Big facts.
And like, man, get the fuck up out of here.
Oh gosh, I love it.
Yeah, man. So that's good, man. I'm glad life been lifing, man. Like everything been good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's good. I like to see that people flourishing. You out here, that you went from being nasty and married to having a youngin'. You know what I'm saying? Now you out here podcasting. Like I'm proud of you.
I appreciate that. I appreciate your pride.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's the straight pride though. The straight pride.
Yes, definitely. The straight pride. Let's just be clear.
Let's be clear. The straight
For
pride.
those who didn't hear, the straight pride.
The straight pride. I don't know what they're doing over there. That month is ended.
Oh gosh, it's July now. We good.
July.
Man, I'm telling you, man, I went through something last year, and so I left the corporate world. I was working this job. When they brought it to me and they offered to me, it was like glitz and glam and the high title, the pay out of this freaking world, doing what I love to do, what I'm good at, all that. I'm like, oh yeah, right?
Yeah.
Then I got in there and I was like, oh, this is why you needed somebody in here. Oh, okay.
So what was you doing? Like, where was it?
My gosh.
I know you probably can't talk. You probably got an NDA. You can't talk about the company.
No, fuck them niggas.
Damn, that bad.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
UVA.
Okay.
I was a director, and there was it was bullying going on there. It was bad. You always hear like, oh yeah, those office politics. No, this was literal politics in the very literal sense. You know what I'm saying?
That's one of that's one thing. I'm retired from the Army, so that's one of the things I miss about the Army is that I'm like, when motherfuckers they be like, yeah, man, you know, you got to go over here and play politics. I'm like, no, fuck that. I get in here and he's talking reckless. We gonna go behind his Connex after this meeting. I don't give a fuck.
Because this some bullshit.
It's some
Yeah.
bullshit. Like I don't give a fuck. I was working with the Department of Homeland Security with the contracting company, and that's one of the reasons I left that job because I was a contractor at the time. I'm back in the feds now, but the federal employee, every time he came around, I felt like I wanted to fight him. So I was like, nah, bro. I was like,
and that's a problem.
Yeah, I would leave. Leave.
That's a problem.
They like the program manager was like, man, you want to telework? I was like, yeah, man, I'm good to go. I was like, I just stay in my office. And it was like he would come around to my office and try to antagonize me. So I just be like, look, man. One day I just walked in that bitch and said, hey, man, I'm leaving, man. I can't do it. I said, because what's going to happen is I'm going to put him in a hospital and I'm going to lose the job anyway. So I might as well leave on my own terms. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah, man. I'm telling you this. That place was the most toxic work environment I have ever. This shit put me in the hospital. Legit. I ain't never had any heart problems or nothing like that. I started the joint in December 22. In March of 23, I was in the hospital. I went to the urgent care. I was like, I'm having problems. Something ain't right. Blah. It was like a scene out of a movie. They did the x-rays, they did the EKG, they did all this stuff, right? The emergency room doctor comes in very calm and and he was like, all right, so we're going to have to send you by ambulance to the emergency room. And as he said that, I literally, like off in the distance, heard the sirens approaching. I'm like, what in the entire fuck is going on? Now, my husband, Clarence, wasn't with me. It's down the street. I'm just go up there real quick, see what's going on. Whatever. I'll call you, let you know.
Yeah.
I had to call him, it was a whole thing. And they had me under cardiologist care for 13 months.
And I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. My program manager, the one that was asking me, blah blah blah. He had a heart attack at the job. He had it because they was laying into him, and he was trying to do everything. I'm like, bro, you can't do everything. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got employees here and stuff like that. But they was laying into him so bad, man. He was like, man, you just sit down one day, then he took a knee, and then what's crazy?
Wow.
He took a knee, and I was like, dang. Now I'm gonna tell you what's crazy, right? So at least you had a support system, right?
Yeah.
At least you had a support. So me and my son, this was last summer, and I got laid off from a job. And I was like, man, fuck, I don't know what I'm gonna do next, whatever the case may be. And so I was like, man, I guess I had a panic attack. I took him to the arcade, and I was on the way back to the house because I just felt like relaxing. And I had a panic attack, and the same thing happened to me. They took me to I went to the urgent care because I started dimming out. So I went to the urgent care, and then they said, well, this is a little off. We're gonna send you to the emergency room. I said, man, I ain't going to no motherfucking emergency room. And saying, just let me go. Tell me what's wrong and let me go. So I think it was just because they was about to close too. They was like, they didn't want to deal with the shit. So they sent me up to the emergency room, and this shit's so fucked up. It's funny, but it's fucked up. I called my ex-wife. I said, hey, I'm in the back of the ambulance, and they're taking me up here because I think I may have had a heart attack or something or a panic attack. And I said, but you may need to pick Junior up. Junior's at the arcade. She said, this is your time. I don't give a fuck what you got going on. I don't believe you.
Oh.
She said, you better find a way to go pick his ass up. And she hung up the phone. I was like, damn.
Code word, I'm under another nigga right now, so I ain't got time for that.
I ain't got time for that. So I was like, damn. Cold motherfucking world.
Whew, Father.
Yeah, I did like this. I was like, damn. I even sent the picture. So look, this is me in the ambulance right now. She's like, she just sent me a text like, you just go get your son. You'll be all right. I was like,
God damn.
I was like, what the fuck is going on out here? This is tragic. I like, did I piss motherfucker off like this?
Like, dang. Listen, we're gonna have to get into that conversation a little bit more deep because I got questions.
Yeah, like I was like, man, what the fuck? I was like, I figured everything out, but I was like, I was like, man, I ain't even had my car. They left my car down at the little urgent care place, and and they told me, they said, well, try not to drive for 24 hours. I had to drive all the way across town to go pick him up in the arcade. Like, it was a lot. And I was like, damn.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was a lot.
That's wild as hell.
But I mean, me and her barely talk. Like, he's of age and all that stuff. So if it's important stuff, we converse and all that stuff. But
sure,
we've been divorced for a long time. So
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, I was in the army traveling around, and she stayed in Maryland. So I was like, fuck that. I'm a young man in my prime. I ain't about to let this hard dick go to waste. I was out there fucking hoes.
Where the hoes at?
Where the hoes at? I was out there. They said go to therapy, so I was unpacking.
And there it is. You wild as fuck.
Shit, like, hey man, it is what it is, man.
But yeah, man, that shit happened. Like I said, that was in March. By August, I had got everything I needed to start my own business. I started a consulting firm, got my business license, got my SWAM certification, got my LLC, got all that, whatever, accounts, bank accounts and stuff. So I've got it all set up. By the following December.
Damn, you was gone.
Yeah.
So is okay, so let me ask you this, because you do have a podcast, Life Uncensored, right?
Yeah.
Now, is this part of your marketing tool for your business?
Yes, no, and no, yes. So the reason why I started the podcast was because I've been wanting to do this for years. But I was like, oh, but ain't nobody gonna listen. I don't know. All those things, right?
Yeah.
That shit that happened to me, I was like, life too motherfucking. The preaching I be doing to everybody else, telling them life too short, blah 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 blah. I wasn't applying to myself. That shit happened. I was like, life too motherfucking short. I'm gonna start this business.
Yep.
I'm gonna do me on that. And you know what? Fuck it. I'm starting this podcast. Whatever happens, happens. And if it don't go well, at least I can say, yeah, I did it, as opposed to I wonder if. And
that's one of the things right there. So, and I tell this to people. I tell this to people all the time. That's why I write books. I have so many books out now. Like my next one is about to come out during the expo. That's why I do the expo.
Nice.
That's why I write these books and all that stuff. That's why I do the podcast, all that stuff. It's like, why leave any questions? And then right. Not only that, I be out here and I tell people, like, especially dudes, I'm like, I want y'all to think about this. The average black man lived to 72, right? So statistically, we're more than halfway through life. So what the fuck you waiting on?
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? I be saying that when I be dating too. I'm like, girl, you in your 40s. You was out here fucking niggas in the car 10 years ago. You don't want to get no ass up now? What the fuck going on, man? Like, why you out here playing?
That's a good argument, counselor.
Yeah. You know, man. I'm like, you literally was giving this nigga bro here for an hour last year, but I gotta take you on 30 dates first before I can get some pussy. Man, you better go and get the fuck up out my face.
Now you got standards.
Yeah, now you got standards. Fuck you talking about? You got four kids, 7 baby daddies. Like, but now all of a sudden you got standards. I come around, you got standards. You better break that motherfucker pussy down. Why it still work? Your old ass talking about you waiting on the right one. The right one is gonna be on the other side of that casket with your old ass. Break that shit down.
Listen, like no lies told, right?
Yeah.
The chances are we got more life behind us than we do ahead of us. What you gonna do with that shit?
Exactly. I be like this. I'm be talking about they act stingy with it, blah blah blah. I'm like, I can tell you right now, I ain't the nigga for you. Listen, I know we can procreate all the way till we like in our 70s and all this stuff, but as men get older, we get harder, but we don't get as many as we want. I only got but so many more nuts left in me. I want to enjoy when I'm physically 100% capable of enjoying these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You don't want to have to work hard for them. You want to be able to enjoy them.
I want them to be able to enjoy them. I mean, you think about that. Like, they be sitting in the wheelchair, my old lady coming in trying to sit in my lap. I can't feel nothing. My feet swollen. I'm worried about the pain in my back. She called herself trying to ride me. Like, fuck that, man. Why? Nah, man. Come on, man.
Oh my God.
And then I'll be like, man. So I just be like, I be walking away from that shit. Because like for real, you think about it, like you said, there's more time behind us than ahead of us. And that's why I be like, you don't want to do what? Shit. I did it podcast. I'm gonna continue doing this shit. And then it's grown for me because I started out, I only had like 130, 140 subscribers. I was only getting like 10, 12 listens a week and stuff like that. Now I'm getting thousands of listens. Yeah. I got 5,000 subscribers. Like motherfuckers be tuning in just to hear my dumbass stories.
And ain't shit wrong with that.
Yeah, no, yeah. And then the conversations just be good.
Mm-hmm. That's what I talk about it. It's not work, so to speak. I mean, there's work behind it. There's work behind the scenes, but it's stuff you're looking forward to doing.
Yeah.
Come on, like what else for me, so it's Life Uncensored, navigating adulthood one episode at a time. You talk about every fucking thing. The only thing that's off the table from my podcast is politics. I don't want to talk politics with no fucking body. That's it. Yeah, that's it. But everything else, we talk about everything.
If you ever hear me bring those two up, the old dudes up, and I'd be like, who you think will win a slap boxing match between them? Like, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah. Like I don't even know why us as black folks is counting on the great white hopes. Like, these people really don't give a fuck about us. They in your church now because of the season we in. But
they didn't before and they don't today.
They don't today. Soon as they get your vote, it's over with.
Mm-hmm. Back to the same old okie doke. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. And black people be caping for them. They be like, man, they be like, shit, you have to get out there and vote blue. I'm like, I ain't vote shit.
Listen,
fuck all
I ain't
y'all.
mad at people trying to increase the vote however you're going to vote. That's fine. I got a problem with people who are like one-sided and don't want to hear the whole, you know what I mean, see and hear the whole picture. Like, that's my problem, which is why I can't get into conversations with knuckleheads. So I don't talk about it. Like, I just
and look, and then that's I'm glad you said that, right? Because this would trip me out about black folks, right? This is nothing that trip me out about black folks. Literally, growing up, raised, a lot of people raised in the Baptist church. They were raised with two parents, you know what I'm saying? Growing up, whatever the case may be. By nature, black folks are conservative. By nature, we're conservative. We believe in man, woman, child, you know what I'm saying? Household, natural conservative beliefs. Like, so when you get into these liberal politics and opening up the world, the floodgates of the world to all this other different bullshit, it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm like, so naturally, black folks are conservative. When it comes to laws, protection, all that stuff, we are naturally conservative people.
Is it naturally or historically?
Historically conservative. Historically.
I would agree with that. Historically, yeah, I would agree with that.
Ever since Master didn't beat it up on them, you know what I'm saying? They've been conservative. But now it's like, now we got an option. You could be progressive and liberal and all that bullshit.
Making up names.
And then another thing, like you said, to your point, is that conservatives will sit down and have a conversation. I do notice that. But the first thing when you have a conversation with a person that's a liberal or progressive, first thing, if they don't agree with what you say, they result to name calling. First thing they do.
Well, it's, I didn't get my way on the playground, right?
Yeah, true.
Bottom line, like, what else can you, I mean, that's the simplest way to put it. I didn't get my way on the playground. So what do I do next?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's a good analogy. Look at you being smart. Using that Parkdale education.
In the wood.
Always in the wood. You was in there enough to have them adults you got. Goddamn shit. That motherfucker enough. So
you ain't shit.
So let me ask you this. So with you having this podcast now and you're on this journey, where do you see yourself in 5 years with this journey you on?
Oh, I'm glad you asked that.
What's your vision?
My vision
That's a good one.
is
Yeah, you got
that
to think now.
well, no, because I love to talk about this because this is where my business and the podcast collide.
Mm-hmm.
So my business is a consulting firm, right? I'm an accountant by trade, but I have so many other things under my belt. Strategic planning being one of them. The other thing being a public speaker.
Mm-hmm.
I love to do that.
Me too.
I would love to be traveling the country, maybe even the world, but we're talking 5 years, so we'll say the country,
Mm-hmm.
doing speaking events. And that's where the podcast and the business collide because I can use that platform of the podcast together with the consulting business to do just that. So that's my vision, to be traveling the country on speaking engagements, meeting more interesting people, having them on the podcast, going into the communities and using that platform for those sort of things.
That and you know that's what I do now. That's why I be every time like I be posting like doing like if you look on my author page, you see I'm always doing events and talking and stuff like that. I be meeting people, networking, traveling around the country doing that now. You know what I'm saying? I be like, oh yeah, blah blah blah. This is what I do, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean it can be done. It can be done, and you know, and that, like all these shows that I've been doing. Like people, all these people that's doing all these different things and all stuff. These are people I met on the journey. They want to share their story.
Like on your way through this journey.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. And that's what I'm hoping for out of this podcast. I mean, look, so far, right? Like my very first episode was with my friend John Howard. You know John Howard?
Yeah, I know John. John,
you know John. Everybody know John.
And John was supposed to bring his black ass on the show so we could do his little Get It Boys promotion shit. I said little John, motherfucker. And he was supposed to come on here and do it, but I got to schedule him for later on sometime because he gets busy with his promotion.
He does, yeah. I legitimately got him at the exact right moment. Like, time worked out for me in that way. And you know, we talked about his journey with what was going on with his kids and whatnot. We talked about his men's group. That's something that, for me, I was like, I want to talk about like the men's group thing because how often do you hear about that? You hear about all these resources for women and this group for that and this, you know, this home for that and that kind of thing. But how much do you hear about that as it pertains to men? So that was a big thing for me to make sure that I had him on to talk about that, you know?
So one of the last, so I, you know, during the holiday seasons, I do for veterans. I serve food and all that stuff down there, right? So another thing that I do is part of like my guest speaking, motivational speaking, public speaking kind of thing. Like this was 3 weeks ago. I had an engagement speaking to people in the halfway house who just got released from prison. They want to be authors. So I was giving them game and stuff like that. Some of them said, man, can you read my stuff and stuff like that. They was asking me about formatting and how to get it online, all that stuff. So yeah, I was giving them game. This was about like 3 weeks ago.
And that's what I'm talking about. It's like, it's that sort of stuff that I want to be talking about, right? Like, I mean, the last podcast was talking to a girl I've been friends with. Alex is 22, so 22 years. She became a bodybuilder. So going through her journey and a friend of hers, a fellow bodybuilder, going through their journey as female bodybuilders specifically, that was an amazing story. Like, I did not want to stop talking. Like, it was just, so like you getting these different perspectives. My next podcast will be my middle son. He started a business back in 2021, a clothing line, and is doing very well. Him and a colleague of his, I'm gonna have them on to talk to young Black male entrepreneurs. You know, so when I say I want to talk about everything, I want to people who I find interesting, have interesting stories, interesting journeys, because it's other people out there that are like, oh, I can find you know, or whatever.
And that's one of the purposes of my show as well. I started off the light the mood, telling jokes and all stuff. But when I bring people on, I want them to share their story, especially like the business people and stuff like that. And then that's why after the interviews, I always do local community events. Like, hey, this is what's going on out here for your entertainment. I do reads of the week. Like, hey man, if you're a reader, you should check this book out. I do travel tips. I do dumbass of the week. Like this stuff, people that's doing dumb shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I be like, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's more than I have a formula and it's been working for me.
yeah. And it's a way to get your voice heard and get other people's voices heard who might not have the platform or don't know where to start or don't, aren't as engaged as others may be. It's a way to do it.
Well, yeah, that, and then they see, and then you got to be persistent, right? Because
Yeah.
a lot of these guys be joining these podcasts thinking that they're just going to make money out the gate, and that's not the case. You have to get a certain I can monetize on YouTube now, right? I can monetize on YouTube, but there's a like for the other streams, you got to have a certain amount of downloads and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, that takes a little bit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
everybody be thinking they're gonna get its money from it, so they don't be lasting that long. Consistency is the key.
Yeah. That and patience.
Yeah,
Understanding, like what you're saying, it ain't gonna happen that you're gonna drop your first episode, now you get paid. That's not how it works. Like
yep,
it's like you said, a formula behind it. It's a way behind it. There's things, and each platform is different.
yep,
Like Facebook, you need XYZ, whereas YouTube, you need ABC. Like it's different. It's different.
yep.
And you got to stay persistent and you got to stay patient, understanding that if you keep up and you're giving the people what they want on top of that, right? It'll come. It'll come.
Yep. See, look at that. Look, you heard that, ladies. If you stay on top of it, it will come.
Yes. Yes. Look, what are the sound effects for that? Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So, out of all the things that you have done, besides being nasty young and having kids, what do you think your most notable accomplishments have been throughout your journey?
It will be taking that leap of faith and starting my own business, starting my podcast. I'm going to tell you, I posted this a couple weeks ago on my Life Uncensored page about regrets, living with regrets. My father died when I was 21. I did not. His birthday was the day after mine. Okay. And when I was young, we would have a big family celebration. We'd have a big old cake. We play games. We have music. We'd be in the hand dance, a big old thing, right?
Yeah.
And for my 21st birthday, I wanted to do that. I wanted to have what I had when I was young, right? But I didn't say nothing to nobody. I didn't think anybody would, everybody got their own lives now. Nobody's going to want to do that. I didn't get another chance. I turned 21. He died the next April. I didn't get another chance, right?
Yeah.
And then my mother died 6 years ago. And my biggest regret with her, I have two regrets with her, but the biggest one was I wasn't as successful as I wanted to be for her to see on this side of glory, right?
Yeah.
And because of that, I'm doing the stuff I want to do, right? So when I say my biggest accomplishment is starting this business, it's because it's something I've been wanting to do. I've been talking about starting a business since my first child was born. But I was always afraid. I didn't know nobody who's done it and succeeded, blah, 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 blah. So that's why I say that is my biggest accomplishment thus far through this journey.
Oh, man.
Just doing it.
That's dope. Man, come on. Man, around. Yeah, come on. Come on. Man, that's what's up right there, man. That's extra dope, man. I'm proud of you. If anybody told you today, I'm proud of you.
I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate it.
And for all the rest of y'all, there's probably gonna be hating on her doing that, man. Fuck y'all.
That's right. Fuck them. Fuck them all.
Fuck them all.
Well, that Martin joint. Fuck them, girl. Fuck them.
Fuck them. Fuck them. Now, I do got something for you, though. I got some questions. Somebody got some
Lord. Questions. Do I need a pen and paper? Oh, Lord. Oh, no.
I got a few questions. Hold on. Let me put that up there right there, because I have some questions. I do. This is one of my favorite segments of the show, because I have some questions.
Oh, no. I think you're breaking up. I'm going through a tunnel.
You know what I'm saying? So you said, now you've had some pretty notable accomplishments, right? And you've done some pretty good things, right? So Let me ask you this. Question number one. Who do you think you would last longer in a fight with, Captain America or the Black Panther?
Oh, Captain America.
Why?
Because all you got to do is kiss him. You show him a little leg, you bat your little eyelashes, and he forget himself for 5 seconds. Boom. Throat slit. We done. Next. T'Challa ain't falling for that though. So you talking to a Marvel connoisseur, so you can't do that. So,
me too. Me too. I mean,
you're gonna be on my podcast when we have our Marvel episode.
Yes,
so
I wear my Marvel shirt.
You hear that? He gonna be on the podcast when we have our Marvel episode.
That's right. And then, what you think about X-Men '97, man? That
yo,
whoever wrote that needs to actually do their movies.
Yo, when I tell you. Even my 9-year-old was like, man, this is like Endgame. Like,
yeah, for real.
I was so mad. Like the next week, it was like, oh, it's not coming on no more.
Yeah. And because this phase has been lackluster to say the least. Like,
yeah.
I truth be told, like out of all the shows, I like Moon Knight.
Yeah, Moon Knight was good.
I like Moon Knight. People didn't like the Secret Invasion. I like Secret Invasion.
I liked the Secret Invasion because it gave us that side of the story.
Yeah. I like the Secret Invasion.
Mm-hmm.
WandaVision set it all off. So it just started too slow.
It started very slow. But then once it picked up, it was like, oh, okay. Yeah.
But it started too slow. I like the let me see.
Loki.
Yes, Loki's was my favorite out of all the shows.
I agree.
Yeah, Loki, man.
I agree.
Now he's the god of time.
Right.
The god of stories. I'm sorry.
Let me tell you something.
The god of stories.
That last episode, the cinematic perfection of how they directed it, the camera angles, how they did some callbacks. Oh my gosh. I must have watched that joint like 8 times in a row.
Yeah, for real. I was like, man, and it was perfect. Not too long, not too short.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And I was like, dang, all right. So yeah, that Loki was really, really good. I was like, damn, man, they got to bring this back. And then I do like how they have introduced a bunch of different variants of Kang.
Yeah.
So I do like that part. Now, if Jonathan Majors didn't get into that bullshit, fuck around with that white lady, then
fucking with bitches.
Yeah, we would be way deep into this segment right now.
Yeah.
But he out there playing in the pink meat.
That's what we calling it.
Yeah, playing in the pink meat, man. So he and actually cost him a lot.
It did. It did.
I'm talking about sponsorship, movie roles, like everything. But
what was he doing? Was it the Army or the Navy? What commercial he was?
The Army? It was the Army. Yep.
They pulled that daggone commercial so damn fast. I ain't never seen them move that fast pulling commercials.
Man, listen, and I was like, damn. But I was like, and he was the perfect Kang. I mean,
perfect.
He was the perfect Kang. I just when he especially the Victor Timely character, that was good.
Oh,
the Victor. And then now, I don't know how they're going to introduce Iron Lad and all these other people. You know, Iron Lad is just a version of him that he pulled from further in the timeline and took back. You know what I'm saying? And he gave him the future technology. So I don't know how they're going to do Iron Lad now. I don't know.
How do you replace that actor? Like, what actor is out there to replace? I mean, seriously. That can do justice to it and make it almost seamless. That's the secret. How can you make it seamless that you almost forget that he was in it to begin with? Well, after a few installments,
they wasted the character because the character he's going to be in the new Captain America, Giancarlo. They could have brought a older version of Kang. And they could have brought him, or they could have brought they could bring in a younger Kang. Like a younger Kang that's talking to the older Kangs, but he's really the mastermind. Like a Kang that's like 20, 21, 22, but he's the one that discovered the time travel and the multiverse, and he's the mastermind behind everybody. So
Man, I don't know what they fitting to do, but they better make it right.
Yeah, and they better not mess up they better not mess up Secret Wars because the
Right.
Secret Wars is supposed to that is the movie of all movies.
Mhm.
It should crush Endgame. It should crush
I
everything.
agree. I
Yep.
agree.
And I don't know why they're doing the Kang Dynasty then the Secret Wars, but unless they're going to bring a Beyond the Kang, they're probably going to bring a
They would
Beyond the
have to,
Kang,
right?
or
They would have to.
either Beyond the Kang or they're going to introduce Doctor Doom after Doctor Doom stole the Beyond his powers, so Beyond the Doom.
But if they showing us, if they bring out Doctor Doom, then we go in a little bit deeper. We're gonna have to meet Sinister. Like, think
Yeah.
about this. Think about the different villains, right? We would
Yeah.
have to meet Sinister. You can't bring us Doctor Doom and we don't meet Sinister.
Yeah.
How they gonna weave that in?
Yep. Even and then another thing, like even with this Fantastic Four movie, I'm glad they finally introduced Galactus, but
Yeah.
I'm glad they finally introduced Galactus, but I don't like the Fantastic Four is a time period movie. So and they're not on Earth 616, so they don't know. Nobody else knows about Galactus, and he's like one of the guys that's around for a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
So okay, so yeah, okay, yeah, all right, yeah, we can talk about this forever. All right, so next.
So yes,
question.
my answer was Captain America.
Captain America. Okay, he old now.
He old now.
Okay, so question number 2.
Okay.
Question number 2.
Nerves.
Who head game do you think is better, Whoopi Goldberg or Gayle King?
That's a great question. I'm gonna go Gayle.
What? Why?
I'm gonna tell you why. Cause Karen, Whoopi.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine her being like, "What the fuck you eat today? Nah, we good. Nah, next." I can see her immediately if it ain't perfect. Whereas with Gayle pushed through that. Gayle be like, "All right, I'm gonna have to teach him a little bit later, but all right, we're gonna do this because he topped me off real good. So we're gonna go ahead and finish." But I see Whoopi Goldberg stopping right in the middle, like, "You ain't had no pineapples today, or no water, nothing."
Yeah. Whoopi Goldberg look like she smoked Black and Miles.
Yeah, she do.
Yeah, I'll be like, damn.
Hold on, the thick ones.
The thick ones, yeah,
not the regular ones.
Not the regular ones. She smoked the ones with the thick one with the wood tips.
Yeah.
My God, they're like she smoked Cadillacs, Newport Longs.
Oh shit.
Yeah, body just be funky as a motherfucker. Oh man. Okay. Gayle King.
Gayle King.
Okay, next question. If you bite a zombie, does it turn back to a human?
Absolutely not.
I
am now a zombie.
I wonder what a zombie tastes. What a zombie meat tastes like. If we ran out of everything on Earth to eat, I wonder what zombie meat tastes like. Like how do you
it
cook
would be like salty, like a sweat type salty, like salty and tough, like real tough. You know, like how liver is tough if you don't cook it just right, like that. But like sweat salty, not regular salt, not like iodized salt, like sweat salt.
It depends how long they've been in the heat and how long they've been dead too.
Okay, I give you that. Yeah.
And like zombies can walk on the bottom of the ocean, so they be everywhere.
Let me tell you something. If we run out of food and we got to eat zombies, I'm putting my own throat. We're done here.
I'm not. I'm a vegetarian, so I will be fine.
If there ain't nothing to eat at all.
Oh no, I'm gonna turn into a cannibal then.
but you're technically not a cannibal because it's not a human. I mean, there's layers to this.
I don't know. I'm gonna turn it like you're gonna walk past me. I'm gonna be eating a piece of titty meat. Like you're like, what the fuck are you doing? Like why are you eating that? Smacking. I'm like, they're like, dog. They're like, dog. The hot dog stand is still open. Like, why are you eating that titty? They're like, I'm preparing. I'm practicing.
It's an acquired taste. I gotta get ready.
Gotta get ready, man. Hey, man.
You crazy as hell. And I'm riding this ride with you like another crazy person.
Like another crazy person, man. Okay, so next question.
Okay.
Right? If you had a choice to be the richest person in the world for a year or save the world from doomsday, meaning the end of the world, what would you choose?
I got kids here, and my grandkids gonna bury me in my backyard, so I'm gonna save the world.
You want to save the world?
I'm gonna save the world for my kids and my grandkids and my grandkids. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna send a text. I'm gonna send a text to my kids. I'm like, hey, y'all better get y'all motherfucking ass on this plane. We about to go spend this money. Y'all
And then we going to Mars.
Yeah. We got 1 year to spend this shit. Cause this motherfucking place ain't gonna be here next year. You know what I'm saying? So y'all better come.
Really?
We gonna be some fucking trillionaires. I'm gonna have more money than small countries and shit. Like, nah, damn that. If Elon and them can go to outer space, I can go too.
Elon, dumbass.
Yeah, nah, fuck that.
That nigga's a walking zombie. I don't care what nobody say. I think he a zombie.
He is. I think so too. Like he look plastic. He's too pale.
Yeah, something ain't right with the face. I don't know if he had work done or if he need work done, but something ain't right in the facial features. Right.
His face is too round to be like Michael Jackson, but it's like a box. Matter of fact, he looked like remember the movie Tron? He looked like the blue joint from Tron, you know what I'm saying? Like the big spinning thing with the eyes. Yeah, he looked like the joint from Tron, you know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you, he only getting laid because he got money. Because it ain't looks. You can't tell me there's somebody attracted to that.
And he's naming his kids like alphabets and symbols and shit.
And he looked like his dick little, like legit.
Well, hey man, it might be.
Listen,
he rich though.
But he rich though.
He rich though.
But he rich though.
Yeah, nigga rich. Shit, he rich as a motherfucker. On there, laying on top of these ladies with his little pink meat. He old too, giving them worms and shit.
Oh shit.
Okay, next question. Okay. Why do they sterilize needles for lethal injection?
Why do they?
I don't know.
No, that's a very good, valid question that I've always wondered what the answer was. Maybe one of these days, either you or I will interview somebody on our podcast who has been part of that and can tell us the answer, because they take their time sterilizing it too. Like, they are very careful.
And then I wonder why they just don't just jam the needle in. Like, you about to kill this motherfucker anyway.
Being all gentle with it.
They being all gentle, putting it in like they about to draw blood.
Well, they don't want the needle to break.
Hey man, shit.
And they want to make sure it goes to the right place.
And why they put it in their arms instead of their neck? Wouldn't their neck be faster?
Would it?
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
It's a jugular vein.
You think so?
Yeah, it'd be faster than going to the arm.
I'm going to assume
that's dark.
I'm going to assume that they sterilize the needle so that they can be 100% sure that they died from the injection, not from the medicine in the injection, as opposed to the injection itself.
Okay.
That's a wild assumption.
I don't know. I'm going to Google that.
Yeah, you just took the words clean out of my mouth. We have to Google it and find out.
I have to Google that. Okay, so now this is the last question. Question. All right. Now, what will be worse to go through? Right? What will be worse to go through? A hurricane, like a Category 5 hurricane, F5 tornado, no, those are the biggest ones, a 10.0 earthquake, or a Diddy party.
All right, I have a question to make sure that I answer properly. Is the Diddy party taking place during any of these natural disasters, or is it standalone?
It's standalone.
I ain't going to nobody's Diddy party. That would be fun. I got chance of survival outside of that because whether I'm a guest, a victim, or whatever, somehow somebody going to eventually associate me to that shit. No, thank you. I got chance of survival over here with these natural disasters.
Yeah, I would say you go to the Diddy party, man. That shit turn something else.
Yeah, legit.
Hey, take that.
Yeah, no, thank you. I don't want to see shit. I don't want nobody to be like, yeah. Nope, I don't.
Yeah. And man, yeah, I be like, man, and now all these people out here talking about it, I'm like, nah, nigga, y'all knew this shit was going on.
Everybody did.
Y'all knew this shit was going on. Now y'all want to play dumb? Get the fuck, yeah, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, now everybody's like shocked and appalled.
Yeah, I never seen him do it.
Right?
Like,
yeah.
like,
Okay.
like nigga, you was his personal security. You seen everything.
I'm just saying, you was there.
You was there.
You was asking people what the code word to get in was. Stop
it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn. Yeah, so you heard the moans coming from the room with him and the dudes.
So stop it.
Cut it out. Yeah, so that was question and answer. I just had some questions for you.
Did I do good?
Yeah, you did good. So now look, tell everybody where they can find you at on social media.
Absolutely. My website is life-uncensored.com. That's my website. You can get to all the platforms from there on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn and YouTube. Life Uncensored Live. Look me up. The colorful phoenix is the emblem there. So that's how you can get at me. Get at you, girl.
The Phoenix X-Men.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah, we here, Diet. We here.
Man, but I want to thank you for your time tonight. I want to thank you for coming on the show. It was a pleasure and an honor catching up with you. You know what I'm saying? We definitely got to do this again. I appreciate
Pleasure was all mine, sir. Pleasure was all mine. Thank you for thinking of me.
Yeah.
And you're invited anytime. And anytime you make the call and ask me to come through, believe I'll be there.
Yeah, we're gonna talk that shit.
Yes, indeed.
But now I got to get this show rolling.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Thank you. Until next time.
Until next time.
Have a good
Peace,
one.
everybody.
Peace. Yeah, that was a good interview. That was a real good interview. I like that. I like that. Look at that. Now, we done got into the good interview and everything. Now let's get into this positivity with these community events. So y'all already know that the expo's coming August 17th, 2024, 7810 Walker Drive, Greenbelt, Maryland, 20770. Yeah, if you're not registered now, all the slots are full. So you can still register to come and join the event. All the poetry slots are full. Yeah, all the slots are full right now. So still you can register to come on and join the event. Okay. Now, oh, look at that. No, you good to go. Shit, I'll send you an email. And okay, so anyway, the next community event is a back to school supply giveaway. So if y'all struggling right now with bills and everything, y'all need help with the back to school supplies. They're gonna be doing haircuts, hair braiding. They're gonna be giving away school supplies, book bags, all that stuff. It's the Brothers and Sisters Inc. Stephanie's nonprofit. And this one is at the YMCA, 1906 Allison Street, Northeast, Washington, D.C. Okay, again, it's July 27th, 12 to 4 p.m. YMCA, 1906 Allison Street, Northeast, Washington, D.C. All right? And that is this week's community events. All right, so moving on since we stand on the positive note, right? We're gonna get into the read of the week. Okay, so now let me tell you about this book. I got this book because I like the title, the name of the title of the book. Very, very funny title. And he's a good author, actually. He writes some hood classics. So this week's book, read of the week, is My Baby Mama a Loser by Quan Mills. You already know what this book is about. But he, you know what I'm saying, and it's funny. It's funny. Got a lot of things that you like. If you ever went through anything with your son's mom or your daughter's mom, there's a lot of stuff in here you can relate to for sure. So yeah, this week's read of the week is My Baby Mama a Loser by Quan Mills. And if you haven't read any of his books, man, this dude books is funny. He had one book was funny all the way through it to the end. The Pastor Eat Portion 2 was good. But until the end, I was like, dang, man. It was rough. But all is like the thought next door. This bitch got roaches. Like he just be naming his books wild and crazy stuff. So this week's read of the week is My Baby Mama a Loser by Quan Mills. Make sure y'all go check him out. You can get it on Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, everywhere their books are sold. Now, this week's dumbass of the week, right? You know, I be giving people dumbass of the week, and this guy's been deserved dumbass of the week. You feel what I'm saying? He should have been dumbass of the week a long time ago. Long time ago. But I'm going to give him dumbass of the week because he really, really deserves this, right? My dumbass of the week, fuck is he talking about, is Mayor Eric Adams of New York. You go on the TV and the news, you say one dumb thing after another, right? So you already have one of the dirtiest cities in America. You're the mayor of one of the dirtiest cities in America with New York City. Mayor Eric Adams is getting dumbass of the week, right? For the rat capital. Because he thought he was doing the citizens of New York a justice by letting them have fucking trash cans to put their trash out. He thought that he was doing them a service by allowing them to put their trash in trash cans in the rat capital of the world, the dirtiest city in the United States, New York City. That place is a fucking toilet, right? So he's getting dumbass of the week for saying that they can put trash bins on the floor, out front of their house. Where the fuck have you been since trash cans been invented? In your dirty ass city. Y'all need more than dumpsters. You should have been allowing them to have recycle bins and trash cans up there, you fucking idiot. You understand me? He talking about welcome to our trash revolution. Well, if you want to welcome somebody to the trash revolution, you need to throw the whole fucking city away. You know what I'm saying? I'm just letting you know, you need to throw the whole fucking city away. Because the whole city's trash. Dirty, rat-infested fuckhole. Why people rush to live there, I have no idea. That's on them. Would I live there? Nope. But it states that he shows off a brilliant new innovation he's bringing to NYC called the trash can. The trash can. The trash can was invented many, many moons ago. But you just decided one day it would be a good idea to let the residents of New York City have trash cans. I don't get it. You're a native New Yorker. You grew up there in the slums. Why do you think so many people leaving That state. Why do you think so many people? It's more than the cost of living. It's the violence. It's the dirt. And it's you doing dumb shit like this just allowing people to get trash cans. You fucking dummy. This is why you're getting dumbass a week. He's getting dumbass a week. Fuck is you talk about? Because he's welcoming everybody to the trash revolution. And then did a press conference walking the trash can to a little square. Guess what, New York City? This is one more thing he's going to bust your head taxes for. Something that you should have been had. Something he's going to bust your head on taxes for so he can take more of them personal trips out the country. And this is the guy y'all say get the job done. I don't like him. New Yorkers don't like him. But welcome to his trash revolution because he's a trash ass motherfucking mayor. And that's why he's getting dumbass of the week. Fuck is you talking about? Fucking stupid. Yeah, man. New York, y'all got to do better, man. Y'all got to do better. All right? Too many good people in that city, in that state, and all that to be dealing with foolishness like that. All right? It's fucking stupid. All right, so now we're leaving his dumb ass behind, even though he likes to travel and all that shit all the time. So we're going to get to the travel tip of this week. So now it's nice outside. There are things going on all over the area. So my travel tip for the week this week is Crozet, Virginia. Crozet, Virginia. Crozet, Virginia offers winery tours. They have an area near Crozet called Alcohol Alley. They have tons of breweries, distilleries, and wineries everywhere, all over the place. But they offer winery tours, brewery tours, distillery tours. Man, you can go out there and have a good time. They have an excellent nightlife in that area, the Charlottesville area, stuff like that. But the Crozet winery tour is special because they have events along the way. They have vineyards. They have vineyards. They have like polo games. They have wineries. They have events, live music, stuff of that nature. You know, so if you're in the Virginia area, or if you're looking for somewhere to travel where you can have a little bit of fun, do some sightseeing, get some nice fresh air in the mountains, look at the Crozet winery tours. It's really, really good, solid fun. You hear me? Yeah. Yeah. And that's my travel tip for the week. I'm still trying to get over this dumbass of the week. Fucking stupid. But anyway, this week was an excellent show. Great show, man. I'm glad that Amanda actually came on and we got a chance to chop it up and everything. Man, it was a very, very good show. Like, I'm glad she came on. It was great. Great. Right? Next week, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be another excellent show. You know what I'm saying? I got special guests coming on next week. I actually have a team of them coming on next week. Blunt Rap ENT. Yeah, Blunt Rap ENT. I got a bunch of them. They coming on next week, and it's going to be fun. Extra fun. We're going to be talking that smack. See how many laughs I can get out of them. Because these are some conscious rappers. They don't do that hood booger rap. These guys are conscious rappers. They rap about positive stuff. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm glad everybody tuned in, man. Y'all keep subscribing. Y'all keep following. You know what I'm saying? Y'all keep listening. I appreciate everybody that tuned in. And if it's one thing I can tell everybody that don't listen, I don't give a fuck because somebody is. For everybody that is listening, man, I see y'all next week. Holler at me later. Peace. I'm out.